What's up, guys? We back with another recap/rant, and I tried to make this video right after the game on Sunday. I made the video, the file got corrupted, so I'm about to make it again. Hopefully this video could be a lot better, even though I really like how I made that other video, but we back, man. So anyway, the Falcons versus the Steelers, it was 19-16, man, and I'm going to get real deep in this video. But first of all, y'all know how I like to start off. Since I go to the games, man, I would have to say thank you to the Steelers fans, bro. Y'all made this game like worthwhile. Like, y'all, even though I don't want other fans to take over the stadium, but as far as a football team, like, the talking trash but respectful, like, y'all made this game feel more than what it was. Like, it felt like a playoff game. Even obviously we can't play the Steelers in the playoffs unless it's Super Bowl, but this game felt great, man. Like, the environment was freaking nuts, and it just felt good. You know, the people were nice, the people were cool. You know, it wasn't a toxic environment like how the Saints was earlier this year, but this game was definitely one of those feelings where it was like, you know what, you know, we got this. It was cool. But just like I told you about the Chargers, you know what I'm saying? The Chargers, it looked like it was some Coco, some Zendayas, and some Beyonce's. Pittsburgh, it looked like it was some Taylor Swifts, some Demi Lovato's, and some Margot Robbie's. And it's funny, I looked it up because last video I didn't realize this, but Taylor Swift is actually from freaking Pennsylvania. That is hilarious. Like, the fact that I literally said that's all you see over there is some Taylor Swift. And it's funny that she's actually from that state. But anyway, man, the Falcons are now 2-15 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. This is freaking nuts. It's crazy. I've been to that last game in 2006. My dad had to remind me. The 2006 game was the last time we beat the Steelers, and the time before that was 1970, before I was born. The last time we beat the Steelers was Michael Vick, Work Done, and Algie Crumbler, and all of them boys was playing that game. And like I said, the last time we played them, I was at that game. Y'all had Heath Miller and stuff like that. Y'all really made that game exciting as well, too. That was probably one of my favorite games I ever been to that we lost. Not this game, but that last game. And this game almost felt like that as well. So let's hop straight into it, man. I'm going to start off with the Steelers first, and we're going to talk about Mariota later on. But the Steelers, man. Yo, told y'all, coming to this game, man, the Steelers ain't no joke. Even though their record is what it was, I'm looking at the matchup, I'm looking at the quarterback, I'm looking at the defense. Also, shout out to Cameron Sutton, man, for finally coming back home. Went to middle school with that man, and I always talk about him all the time, man. And I think this is his first time being back home in the new stadium since he's been on the Steelers. So it was cool to see him. You know, he went from Jonesboro, but we went to the same middle school. I ain't gonna say out of middle school. Y'all can probably look it up and see. But it was cool to see him, man. Welcome back home, stuff like that. Shout out to his family. Shout out to him being successful in the NFL. So it was cool to see him. But anyway, the Steelers. The Steelers went nuts, man. Kenny Pickett, even though he's a rookie, the man went 16 for 28, 197 yards and a touchdown. That man had all the protection in the world, but he was still like running around in the pocket. Like, he didn't really even need to do that. The pressure was non-existent except for the first drive, which I believe Richie Grant had got the sack. I don't even think they credited him the sack or what, because I think I was looking at this. I thought he sacked him, but maybe they said it was a quarterback run or something like that, and nobody got credit for it. But the story of the day wasn't Kenny Pickett, even though he did what he needed to do to win the game. The story was Najee Harris, first-year guy, well, second-year guy pretty much, because he was a rookie last year. The man had 17 carries, 86 yards, averaged 5.1 yards a carry. The dude was nuts, man. Seeing this man in person, like, even speaking about Richie Grant, dude stiff-armed the freak out of Richie Grant, bounced off the pavement. Man was playing his butt off this game. Kenny Pickett actually, he ran for 7 attempts and for 14 yards as well. But the crazy thing about it, just like I talked about Heath Miller back in this game, bro, they got this man Freiermuth. They tight end number 88, had 3 receptions, 76 yards, averaged 25.3 yards a catch. Like I said, that was Heath back then. This is Muth. They took over that stadium. Freiermuth, this man is the real deal, man. They had a great draft last year with Najee Harris and this man Freiermuth. Like, this dude is the future. This man is nice. I like that. I like him, man. The dude is a good player, and that man balled out. Freiermuth freaking balled out. Everybody balled out. I don't know how this man, what's his man name? Dante Johnson. Supposedly he got a new card in Madden. The dude didn't really do nothing too crazy. He had 5 receptions for 60 yards and averaged 12 yards a catch. I don't know what's up with that. Like, did they act like this man just went insane? But he didn't really even do anything. I feel like AD Terrell did a great job on their wide receivers. Obviously, like I said, Chase Claypool went to the Bears, and we played the Bears a couple of weeks ago, and AD Terrell did good against him and stuff like that. But the offense, it was pretty much Najee Harris, but Kenny Pickett made the plays he needed to make. Like I said, we don't usually win against the Steelers, but like I said, I appreciate the fans for making this game exciting. Like, they always make it exciting, and it was crazy, man. And it was crazy on the train. Like, it was going back and forth. They was like, "Oh man, y'all ain't got no Super Bowls," and then some dude was like, "Oh man, them Super Bowls ain't gonna help y'all today. That stuff is old." It's funny, like, just hearing like the back and forth. I'm just standing there smiling, like, it's like, oh, good old football, nice fun. You didn't feel like he was about to die or anything. It just felt like it was just that this game matters. Like, it felt like how football is supposed to feel. So that's why I said I appreciate it, man. And this game was kind of boring, but it was exciting because of the environment that I was in. And yeah, so as far as them, I was worried about TJ Watt this game. I thought he had a sack, but it actually only gave the sack to Cameron Hayward. I thought they would have at least gave TJ a 0.5 or something like that, but they didn't do none of that. So pretty much what it is. I mean, we tried to, as far as us, we tried to do something with Cordero Patterson, and they was all over it. Anytime we went in the middle of the field, like we ran the ball in the inside, they were stopping the heck out of CP. We didn't really do too good. We only did good when we ran to the outside of the field in the pistol ace formation. Any other formation besides the pistol ace, they was locking that stuff up. Mariota was trying to throw some passes. It was getting locked up. Some of the great passes Mariota did throw this game. He didn't play great. Like I said, we're going to get to him later, man. It's going to get deep with that one when we talk about Mariota. But some passes was dropped, like that Hodge pass or something like that. The passes, some of them passes Mariota made, we just dropped the ball, man. And when I really think about it, a lot of people say, well, we really don't have no receivers. Kyle Pitts right now is out for the season, even though they really wasn't utilizing this man when he was healthy. And now they want to throw it to the freaking third string and fourth string tight ends. I think Fisker or whatever his name is, Parker Heskey. This man, what's the dude name? Michael Pruitt, McCole Pruitt. Dude caught a touchdown last week, and now you catch a touchdown this week. And it's like, wow, you decided to use your tight ends when we drafted Kyle Pitts in the first round, and you don't utilize them, but you can utilize the third and fourth and the second tight ends. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's kind of weird, but it is what it is. Anyway, Drake London, he can't get over that 100-yard mark. Had 6 receptions, 95 yards, average 15.8 yards a catch. And it's cool to see him play, but it's just like, I don't know, man. It seemed like something missing. We need that fire. I believe on offense and defense this game, this was the worst coaching we ever had this entire year, in my opinion. Dumb play calls on both sides. Dan Pease only had pressure on the first drive of the game, end of the game. I believe his name is D Hall, not D'Angelo Hall. I was D'Angelo Hall gone, but D Hall, number 34. He kept backing up the entire game. I don't know what Dan Pease was telling them. I don't know if they were scared to get beat over the top. But if it was a first down, if you needed 10 yards, he was playing back 12 yards. If you needed 12 yards, he was playing back 14. If you needed 17, he was playing back 19. Every time the first down, he always left the first down right in front of him, and he was getting dusted every single time, man. It was ridiculous. Like, I hated the fact that we like to play off like that. Like, they just so scared to get beat that all you got to do is for the quarterback to have a little bit of time, you all the way back there, throw it to a wide receiver, first down instantly. Boom, boom, boom. That's all you need to do. Them little out stuff, boom, boom. The same play, the same type of pass to play the whole game, and they were just going down the throat with Najee Harris, and it was just embarrassing, man. AD Terrell did what he needed to do on the other side, but D Hall, who has actually been good this entire season, to me, this was his worst game. The dude got exposed. The dude was scared to get BD, and he got routed. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what Dan Pease is doing. I like him as a coach, and I told you I liked him in the preseason. In the preseason, the man was blitzing. He was making it seem like his defense was about to go crazy, but it seemed like he got soft for some reason. I don't know what the heck is going on. Why would you go to something like, if you're not getting pressure manually by just calling a regular play, you go against a rookie quarterback. Why not blitz the rookie quarterback who hasn't even found himself yet? But that is, I don't understand. Me as a fan, me looking at it just like, yo, how can you not just do that? I don't understand. It makes no sense to me how these people are getting paid millions of dollars and don't understand the basics of football. It's a rookie quarterback. The dude is just now finding himself. They don't have a good record, and you go out there and play soft coverage so the dude can develop and get going. It makes no sense to me. But anyway, so like I said, T.J. Watt, he had a couple of tackles. Minka Fitzpatrick had the most tackles. Cameron Sutton had 3 tackles on the Steelers. For us, this game, there was no player to game for us. I mean, Rashad Evans had 9 tackles total. It was just weird. Like, we didn't really do anything. I don't think we turned over the ball. We didn't do nothing. CP was locked up. Everything was nothing. My boy Troy Anderson, number 44, got hurt. It was like, dang, we wasn't doing anything. The defense was non-existent. I believe the defense wasn't terrible because they only scored 19 points, and the offense should have scored more points. Like I said, it came down to play calling. It came down to some drop catches. It came down to poor QB play, and it just wasn't the type of game that it was supposed to be. Now, like I said, I like my last video a lot better than I like this one, but I will have to get on this points. Now, Mariota. This is tough. Just like I told y'all, there was a quote Zendaya said in No Way Home that if you expect disappointment, then you won't be disappointed when stuff happens. And then I think later on she changed it. This is how this game felt. At the end of the game, somehow we got a position to win the game, and 37 seconds or 39 seconds or 41 seconds to go in the clock, and I'm like, man, Mariota can't do this. And it's sad because we want Mariota to do it, and I believe in Mariota. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool. And I know he's been going through some stuff. He's been hearing the whole week, all the time, saying that, hey, this man can't do it. He can't do that. Trust me, not all the fans, but probably 90% of the fans is like, oh, y'all need to start Desmond Ridder. And the coach is defending him every week. And I'm like, man, me coming out every week saying, oh, Mariota's not clutch. He's not this. He's not that. And it's like, dang, bro, like, I feel bad for him because I'm like, I didn't believe that he can do it, and he didn't do it. On the first play that he was able to finally put all that stuff to rest, prove himself right, prove the fans right, to go along with what the coach is saying, and all of the stuff on the thing, he just stole that interception on Minka Fitzpatrick. I don't know why he likes throwing it to the best players on other teams as far as when we need a clutch moment. You saw it in the Rams games earlier in the season when we almost came back from that 28-3 stuff, and he gonna throw it right where Jalen Ramsey was to the 4th-string receiver. I don't know what the heck he's doing, man. And now he throws it to where Minka Fitzpatrick, who I believe is the best safety in the league, he throws it straight to him. And like, it's so crazy because it happened in slow motion. And even though I wasn't like on the floor level, when he threw the pick, you heard like you heard the ball get caught in this man's shoulder pad, and it's like the life of the building just got sucked out. It was just like, oh my gosh. I literally hopped up and just left right when I heard, phew, and you just hear, yeah, like, because the freaking Steelers fans was going nuts. You heard, it's like, I just immediately got up because I felt so bad. Like, I got secondhand depression for the man because I know the man been going through mental issues and stuff like that. In the offseason, he was depressed, he was down, and now, you get another chance, and then you try to do something, you try to prove everybody wrong, and you try to prove yourself right, and it's tough, man. Like I said, as a person who has been through depression, that like is no joke. But like I said, even when you want to get into something new, even though this man is on a football team, I feel like you still have to fix yourself first. You still have to work on yourself before you can hop into a new relationship. Even though it's a football team, it's like he's trying to use this to get over the hump, but he should have did that by himself before he did it. Now, if football was the reason why you was depressed in the first place, you're playing football and you're making it worse on yourself, and it's like a never-ending cycle with him. He's in his head. Every time you try to make a decision, I told you, he pump fakes. He's like, oh, should I throw it? Should I not throw it? And it's like he can't play football because he's in his own head. He's not even a bad player. I feel like he's decent. I told you, we want to love him, but we can't love him because he's out there. Like, you can't hate the person, I believe. Like, some people just on some bull crap. Like, some people are like, oh my gosh, the Falcons, bro, we need a black quarterback. And it is so cringy when they say that. Like, I don't understand. Like, especially in front of like other races. Like on the train, I hear that every other weekend, and it's kind of sad, bro. Like, I understand you. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want the people to succeed. I get that, bro. But to prey on somebody's downfall because of their race is completely stupid. I don't care what the heck this man is. Like, he's cool. And think about it. Mariota got his own history. The dude is the first Hawaiian-born Heisman Trophy winner in college. He was the first Oregon Duck to be a Heisman winner. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He has his own history. Sometimes you got to realize that it's not all about us, man. It's not all about us. And we paved the way. You know, it's different time period. We're in a different time period. And sometimes people had the old way of thinking. I get it. And thinking about it, I was around. We had a lot of black quarterbacks. We had Michael Vick. We had DJ Shockley. We had Byron Leftwich. We had Dominic Davis. I think we had some dude named DJ Woody, and this is going off the top of my head. I seen all of them play. And Michael Vick, you know what I'm saying? We had him. We had him in his prime. Dude went to the playoffs twice. He won one. He lost one. Then he won one and lost one again. He ended up having 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions in his playoff career with the Falcons. And you know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. Like, I understand, you know, but it's like, come on now. Like, you got to stop saying that stuff like that. It's not cool, and it doesn't sound right when you hear it from somebody else's mouth. And it's like, just go off this man quarterback play. You know, I understand, like, say you want somebody to succeed. Just be like, you know what? I think we just need a better quarterback. Just say it like that, because the other stuff just makes no sense to me because it sounds stupid. And that's a lot of stuff in the NFL. Like, the NFL is predominantly black. The NBA is predominantly black. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. When Tom Brady won that Super Bowl, guess what? Brian Leftwich was the offensive coordinator. He's black. Todd Bowles, who actually won the Super Bowl with the first black quarterback with Doug Williams. He was a safety on that team with the Redskins. That's what they called him back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He won the Super Bowl as a player, Todd Bowles. He won the Super Bowl as an executive, Todd Bowles, and he won the Super Bowl as a coach with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And guess what? We got rid of Raheem Morris last year. He went and he won the Super Bowl with the Rams. So it's like we gotta chill out with that, man. Like, we gotta get past that, bro. And when you stop realizing all the other stuff, oh, they doing this, they doing that. We like, just relax, man. It's not all about that. We talking about football. We talking about somebody, you know, getting in a different position. You know, we want to make sure this man is good. When is the last time you seen an Asian quarterback? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not all about us sometimes. This dude is going through some mental times. We need to be praying for this man, Mariota. I understand if it's his time to get off the field, it's his time to get off the field. And even during the post-game interview with Arthur Smith, this man's tone was completely different. He was like, oh, man, like, usually every time they ask about the quarterback, he's like, no, man, like, there's no quarterback controversy. You know, it's not just one person. This time, this man looked like he was about to start crying. Like, they was like, oh, well, what do you think about the quarterback situation? He was like, well, I think at this point that we got to look at all phases of the game and including that position. Like, he looked like he was so sad because just like how I said, I felt like I got secondhand depression. Arthur Smith has been defending this man every single week, and he brought this man in. Think about it. In Tennessee, you know, I think he got bit. I don't think he was the head coach. He wasn't the head coach, but he was a part of that whole regime when Mariota got benched. Just think about, he was there with that. He brought this man in, and then just to give him a chance and to tell everybody, no, he's not the problem, he's not the problem. And that game, how it ended, it's like, that's very depressing. I hope Mariota's good. Like, I understand it's like, oh yeah, he's a football player. That one stung. I feel like out of everything this season, that how it ended and how the media and the fans have been coming at this man neck. Like, I'm surprised this man wasn't at Magic City. Like, how some other former players we done had, like some DUI. Like, I'm glad he held himself together to this point, because that was tough. And Arthur Smith, it's like, that's his guy. It's like, I brought him in to be the hero, and it's like he turned him into a villain. It's like he feels that he's I feel like Arthur Smith feels like it's his fault why Mariota is like that, because it does come down with coaching. It does come down to, you know, play calling, and it's like, you put this man in a position to succeed, but you put him in a position to fail. You either, what they say, you either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. and now people really like, yo, get Mariota out of here. It's all his fault. It's like you don't put him in a position to succeed, so it's like it's all on him, and it's tough for him, man. Like Mariota, like I said, you just got to get out of your own head, bro. Like if you get benched, don't worry about it. You know, he had a chance to come back. He had a chance to do what he needed to do. And the thing about it is, you don't even have to start Desmond. You can play Mariota and let Desmond come in for some snaps. You can just do that. And I don't know, bro. It's just tough seeing that. Like I felt like that feeling. Like you don't understand, guys. When y'all there, and I can only imagine as a fan, as a player, you're listening to this stuff every single week. Stuff probably popping on your phone. People probably calling you. The media is ripping you apart. You can see the headlines. They showing fat heads of, that's what they call them, the little pictures of the players like Desmond Ridder, the fans and Desmond Ridder. The camera is quickly trying to take it away. Like you see it the whole time. I think at one time, the last game, they were chanting we want Ridder for a little bit. It wasn't like a long time, but they were chanting it. And it's like, man, people, I told you it hurts more when you say, oh, this man can't do it, he don't do it. It's like, yo, I feel so bad for him. But it's like, even like with Matt, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can say what y'all want about Matt. He has showed that he can do it before. I think he's like 4th, 5th all time. If he doesn't do it, it's like, man, I know he can do it, but he didn't do it this time. Dang. Now it's with Mariota's like, this man can't do it. Oh, man, he didn't do it. Like, it's like, oh, man, I feel bad for this. When is he going to ever be able to do it? The only time I ever seen Mariota clutch was when he was in the playoffs with the Chiefs or something. When I think he threw the ball and got batted. He caught it and scored a touchdown. I don't even know if they won that game or not, but it was like, dang. So, like I said, man, this game was cool to be at. It was fun. It was chill, but I felt that, and I wish, like I said, the other video was good because y'all would definitely feel that extra emotion that I had, man. But anyway, we got to get better. We got a bye week. Arthur Smith, like I said, it looks like he's going to make some changes that he doesn't want to do. And you can tell that he feels it. He feels it. He feels our pain. He feels his own pain. He feels Mariota's pain. And he didn't want to say it, but he's like, man, maybe we need to explore all the options. And Mariota, like I said, you cool dude. I'm rooting for you, man. But it may be time for Desmond Ridder for real, for the right reasons, not for the reasons what I explained in this video, man. People constantly think that we're losing, but if you really look at it, we're winning. And I don't know if y'all know what I mean by that. But anyway, that's all I got to say, man. Got to get better play calling. Offensive player of this game for our team. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. By the way, real quick, I don't know if y'all noticed. I feel like we had a whole drive of bad snaps, by the way. I don't know who our center is. I forgot who our center is. But that dude was snapping the ball terrible. I don't know what's up with that. I think my dad said we also had the most penalties in a single drive or a single game or something in history. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a drive or the game. Probably the drive. That is freaking insane. And we got to clean that stuff up, man. But that comes down to coaching. You got to be disciplined. That comes down to the players. And you got to really, I don't know, man. I just feel like this team can do so much, but they just choose not to. I know certain games, it'd be kind of funny. I told y'all about that, like the last game with the Commanders, my bad, and the other game with the Panthers. But when you get to games like this, you got to come out and you need to do what you need to do. If everybody's saying, oh, the Steelers trash, and me being a fan, like, oh, you don't take these guys lightly, we don't win against them, they have to game plan accordingly, man. You can't go to no game thinking it's going to be easy because it's not. It's the NFL. Dude is a rookie and came out looking better than a guy that's been here for a while. So, I don't know, man. Anyway, that's what I got to say. Shout out to the Steelers fans again. Shout out to Fire Mute. Shout out to the fans, to the Taylor Swifts and all that other stuff, bro. It was cool, man. But hopefully we come out with a victory. But stuff like this is just not it, guys. This is not it. I pray for Mariota's health, that he can definitely get past this one, because I definitely felt that after that game, that whole night I was thinking about it. I was upset that the video got messed up for the most part. But the next day I'm like, dang, bro, this man Mariota probably gonna be going through it. He gonna be playing that over and over again in his head. And Arthur Smith is feeling it this whole week. So as a fan, we got to get better. Right now we are 5-8. The Buccaneers did win the other day, so they are up. And this other are 5-7. So we got to see what's going on, man. Yeah. So let me know what y'all think. I'm thinking about something. I'm trying to think. Did I miss anything? I talked about 34. Playing off. He got smoked. Eddie Terrell did good this game. Offense was non-existent. Play calling was terrible on both sides of the ball than I ever seen in my entire this entire season. I ain't gonna say my entire life, but this season, because I didn't see the Steve Sarkisian stuff. That jump was terrible. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. We lost. There was some kind of crazy calls in this game, but if you don't put yourself in a position to win, like, the calls really shouldn't matter as much. Like, if you going out and doing everything, you can make up for those penalties. Just like you saw when the Chargers came here and Justin Herbert, they had got that interception or whatever, or fumble, then the dude fumbled the ball, and I think the dude came right back and just threw that thing and they won the game. Like, people make up for it. Even Tom Brady the other day, they had a penalty, they scored, and it was a penalty. Then next thing you know, Tom Brady came back and scored again like it was nothing. So penalties mess up some type of games, but it's how you bounce back. Just like the depth chart, if people hurt, it's the next man up. Like, I'm tired of people always making excuses saying, because of this, because of that. It's the next man up, man. So maybe the next man up is probably Desmond Ridder. So he was clutching in the preseason. He was clutching college. He never lost a game at home in college. And we got to see what's up, man. So we here. And let's see what we can do. That's all I'm going to say, man. Like I said, stay away from negativity. Always be positive. It's always a reason to smile, man. And yeah, remember what I said, bro. Don't be... Y'all, some people be doing too much, man. Just take it easy. It's about football. I have fun. We got to see what's up. I'm out.